Greetings, Gravity Lords. It's Muzbloz here, and I've made this game called Gravity Lords for your enjoyment. I'm going to show you how to make levels for it. It's all designed to be quick and easy to make levels, so we'll jump into the level editor. Now, let's make a new level, and you can make a race or a dogfight. Let's have a look at a race. So I'm just going to call it Super Race. You can change the name of the level once you're in here, down here in this box as well. Now, let's just have a look at the basics. So you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. We'll build a little small track. You don't want to make it too big or there's sort of too much room and you get a bit lost. Let's go create a shape. Now what I like to do is just sort of carve out what is sort of a cave shape. Something like this. You can make it more regular or more jagged. Now instead of closing the shape, let's go back around the outside like this. So you can use the middle mouse button to move the whole canvas around, or you can use the arrow keys like this. So you can see we're actually making a shape more like sort of a donut around the outside. So we'll go like this. We'll come back towards the start. And so this is our shape nearly done. You can basically close it off like this, but what we want to do, I'll just hit escape, or you can hit this select button to get out of shape mode. You're basically grabbing your shape and you actually want to sort of finish it up like this so that it's a complete closed in shape. So now the players will start here and they can fly into the walls and they can't get out. Let's make a simple race where we're over here. I'm going to go back to the shape tool and just make a funky little landing pad on a kind of a little stem. Part of the fun of this tool is that you can build lines and things and just sort of build whatever shapes you want, and I think that's fun. So you can click on the shape tool as well to get out of it, or you can click on like the escape button or press escape. So let's make a few more shapes so that we'll maybe race just around in a circle. So I'm going to build something like this. And another something here. Oh, it gets a bit tight there. So now let's build some checkpoints. So checkpoints can only be in races, and you basically make the series of gates that the player has to fly through in order to complete a lap. So I'm just going to put them like this. We'll go like that, and then the player keeps going up this way. So we've built them all. Now if you want to insert another one, you can, for example, put one here. Now that'll be the 7th gate, so that's a bit confusing maybe, but once you've got that gate selected, you could go move it down to position 5 and all these other ones updated to match. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can also just select a gate and hit delete to get rid of it, and they all sort out their numbers. So we can hit playtest. We're ready to go. We've got a spawn point and we've got the checkpoint gates. So hit playtest and we're playing. So we start flying. You can just test races by yourself. Oh. So you could take a shortcut now, I guess, and skip that first bit and zoom over here. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to duck towards the end to get this checkpoint here. So that's a lap. Do 3 of them and you're finished. So anytime you want, you can hit escape and you're back in the editor. It's even remembered my various undos and things and redos. You can Control Z to undo and Control Y to redo. Well, the controls are down here at the bottom. And that's pretty much ready to upload. You can do other things as well, like add in some pickup spawners if you want and just dot them around. And you can also add some obstacles like cannons, turrets, and missile launchers. But for now, let's just say that we're happy with that and we're going to upload it. So to upload, you do need to have a user account. So you can sign in if you want. I'm already signed in. And then you're ready to upload. So it checks if you've already got a map called Super Race. If you do, it offers to update it, to overwrite it, but we'll just click upload. Okay, it's uploaded. Now if we go back to the main menu, and if we go to a match, there it is, Super Race. It's there, it's ready, people can play it, it's up on the server. So it's as simple as that. Now we'll have a quick look at making a new level that's a dogfight. Doogs, create. Now it's very similar, the process is pretty much the same, but in a race you only get one spawn point and both players always start at the 1 point. In a dogfight you can have, it starts with 2 because you need to have at least 2, and you can add more spawn points as well. So let's have 4 spawn points. We'll create our basic shape, same sort of thing we did last time. Again, it's all designed to be sort of quick and easy to make, but you can put a bit more time into your shapes and artwork if you want. You can also build up extra layers of detail or put in highlights and shadows and things if you want to. Let's just go like that. We'll finish the shape. We'll just tidy this up a little bit so that you can't see where it overlaps. And we've got our shape. Now we'll build some more shapes, and I'll show you something else you can do with the color scheme as well. So we'll put one there, we'll put one here, we'll put one here. Now these are all red, but you can change the color if you want. We'll go escape and pick this shape. We can go click to change the color. So we could go, let's make it a blue color, and you can either hit apply color or you can just hit enter and it'll apply it. Now what you can do is, if you like that color, you can save it in one of these presets by right clicking on it. So let's go to this yellow one, well maybe we don't need that one. I'm going to right click and it saved that purple in there. So you can click on a shape and apply that purple color, click on a shape, you can apply the purple color or one of these other ones. These are actually randomized with each new mission that gets made. So it's up to you how you want to do it, and you might go, actually I'd like another color that's sort of a yellowy color. You can save that in this end one and also apply it to things. So that's a few ways to change the colors quickly and easily. And let's just have a quick look at placing some of these hazards as well. So we'll put in a few of these power-up spawners. So these are places that power-ups can appear while you're playing. And I'll just go to the select tool. These power-up spawners all have a weighting. They all start off with a weighting of 1. So it's equally as likely when a power-up spawns that it will appear at any of them because they all have a weighting of 1. But if you want, say, this central one to have a weighting of 3 or something, you can bump that up. You can also just type in a number. And that one will be 3 times more likely to have the power up appear there than one of these other ones because it's got a weighting of 3 instead of 1. You can also place a missile launcher. Let's pop one on here. And if we zoom in, you can grab this little yellow rotate handle to rotate it. And you can just grab in the circle to move it. You can place, so that doesn't have any settings. It fires heat-seeking missiles and it detects anything that's thrusting like a ship or a missile. We can place down this other kind of interesting one that is a turret. So a turret fires 3 ways, and if we zoom in here, we can see that it's got 3 different firing barrels, and you can change the angle of those with this spread angle. You can actually see the arms updating to show how they're going to shoot. You can change the bullet speed to be a bit slower or a bit faster. And you can change the shoot delay or the time between each time it fires. So at the moment it shoots every 2 seconds. You might say you want it to shoot every 2.5 seconds and have slower bullets. Also, you can pick that and go Control D for duplicate. Make another one. Control D for duplicate. You've got another one. And what else have we got? We've got the cannon, and this just is a pretty simple hazard that just shoots in a straight line. The settings are pretty similar to the turret in that it's got a shoot delay and a bullet speed, so you can make the bullets faster or slower. Let's make it shoot every 2.5 seconds. Okay, now what is special about dogfights is you can also have the ship factory. So if we put a ship factory in, this is a factory that builds ships for whichever player owns the factory. So players can take over the factory by flying in and flying around its contention radius, which is just a small circle. And if you take it over, it'll start building ships for you. And if the other player comes along, they can take it over and it'll start building ships for them. You can also fly in and just shoot it and destroy it, which makes it neutral again. So that can be a fun way to extend a dogfight into sort of more of a tug of war, because you might start off with only 5 lives that you can set the life count here. But because it's got a ship factory, it can keep building up ships for whichever player owns it. There's also some little settings down here where you can set the way that power-ups spawn. So the maximum at once is how many power-ups can currently be in the level waiting to be picked up, and you can limit that to 1, or you can make it 3 or 10 or whatever, and it'll also be limited by the number of individual spawn points you've got. And you can set the minimum time and the maximum time between each time a power-up is going to pop up. So this would be every time between 4 and say 10 seconds, another power-up will try to appear. That pretty much covers it. One thing I'll show you as well is that you can toggle off entities so that you can maybe work on your level a bit more without the entities getting in the way. And where that's particularly useful is when you're building a race and you have checkpoints, you can also toggle them on and off if the checkpoints are kind of getting in your way. Okay, so we're done now. If you want as well, you can save the level as a JSON file, which is like a draft of your level, or it's a local copy on your computer. You can save it and put it somewhere. So this, I could save that to my hard drive and work on it as a draft and wait till I'm finished with it before I upload it. But you don't need to use those features if you don't want to. You can just upload it. So we're going to upload Googs. And it's ready to go. You can also go to My Levels at any time, and it shows levels that you've made. And you could go, actually, I want to go back to Super Race and edit it. You can also download the JSON for it. Let's go edit, and it'll switch me straight back over to here. That's convenient because actually I can show you that this checkpoint visibility button, how it turns on checkpoints on and off. So yeah, you can jump around between your levels there once you've uploaded them. All right, I think that covers all the basics of how to make levels. I'd love to see what people make, and I'd love to play your levels. I have the ability to feature levels and have them appear out on the main menu. Featured levels appear here at random. You can actually randomize them here and just jump into one like this. All right, enjoy. Over and out, Gravity Lords.